Hi there, Dan Northcutt here with the American Dream Company. I'm getting ready to close 3 deals in the next couple of days here, and it's something that crossed my mind that I've been wanting to share with you, and that is our number one goal with 100% of our clients is to have raving fans. By the time we're finished with our transaction, you as a buyer or a seller, you're a raving fan, somebody who isn't just pleased with their service, but you're so pleased that when you find you come across a friend, a coworker, a relative, and you find out that they are going to be buying or selling a house, you stop them in their track and you say, hey, look, you got to work with my guy, Dan Northcutt, or you got to work with the folks over at the American Dream Company. And the reason is, and whatever it is that was important to you. And the key for us to meet that goal, our number one goal, is we found that communication is the key. I've met a lot of people that say, look, Dan, you don't have to keep me informed. You don't have to keep me in the loop. I've been down this process before. I've sold homes. I've bought homes. I'm good. You don't have to keep calling me. You don't have to keep emailing me, texting me. But in the thick of the transactions, not one person has ever stopped me and said, look, you know what, you're over communicating. In fact, everybody, when I'm hanging up the phone, they say, thank you so much for the call. Thank you for the update. And I've learned that communication is absolutely the key to a great experience for you as a consumer, as a buyer, as a seller. But it's not just that. It's a lot more than that. It's also our communication with the other agent, our communication with the new lender, our communication with escrow. We take this really serious, and I think that we do it in a very professional way. We follow up with the other agent to make sure they're on time. We invite their communication if they have any questions, concerns. We are wide open. We like for them to communicate with us as well. And you, as the buyer, as the seller, we want you to definitely let us know if you have any questions or concerns. Now, we try to prepare you as best we can. We try to help you understand what's going to happen next, the next few steps, not just what's happening today, but what's happening this week, what's happening next week, and have you be as prepared as possible, because we've learned that that is another way that helps to make your experience better. But I just wanted to have this real quick communication, because I'm getting ready, I'm sitting down at my desk, I'm getting ready to update other agents, lenders, escrow, preparing to have everything come together at the end of an escrow. It's a lot of fun, it's exciting, but there's a lot of things that can go wrong that can delay the transaction. So I'm sitting down to make sure that that doesn't happen today. It's not happening on my deals, and I do that with every single transaction that we do. It's something that my clients don't even know that I'm doing, but that's pretty much the way it goes. There's a lot of things that we're doing on the back end you have no idea. But we just want to make sure that everything goes really smooth as possible, and that your experience is excellent. So when I have all of these escrows prepared, the lender's funding, all this money's coming in. One of them's a 1031 exchange. I'm coordinating with the 1031 exchange company. When I've made sure that I have everything all lined up just perfect, and I'm really close on these, I'm going to be updating my buyers and my sellers. So a good day here at the American Dream Company. Just wanted to give you a quick little snapshot inside the closing process, but more importantly, I'd like to share with you how important it is that we take the aspect of communication. One last thing I'll share with you real quick is that the National Association of Realtors put out a study, and this is a number of years ago, and it's interesting, it's fascinating to me. I think this is really fascinating. They surveyed sellers, home sellers, and asked them, how likely are you to continue to work with that same real estate agent? Would you work with the same listing agent that listed your home and sold it? And I think, if I remember correctly, it was over 70%, maybe 73% of home sellers said no, I would not work with that same real estate agent. And I'm convinced that I know that those agents are trying to do a good job. I know that they care. I've met hundreds and hundreds of real estate agents. They're good people. They want the best for you. But they may lack some skills along the way, some experience, but I think the number one reason is they weren't communicating. And it's hard. I understand that if you don't have good news, it's hard to pick up that phone and call your seller. And if you don't have good news, it's hard to pick up the phone and talk to your buyer. But it doesn't matter. Even if we don't have any news, we still got to be communicating. I still got to let you know what I'm doing, where we're at, what we're going to do next, and what we're going to need from you. That communication makes a big difference, I think, in your experience, and definitely in the transaction itself to make sure that it goes as smooth as possible. So just wanted to share that with you, and wish you a very awesome day.